All right. In this video, I'll just share with you a couple of FAQs with regards to the updates of UAE. So people all over the world, they read news updates about UAE, and then obviously, they don't know what to make of it, and then that is where they approach me or they ask me questions. So I just thought I'll answer you these questions with regards to the latest happenings in UAE. Okay. The first one is, which I told you before, the UAE, UAE is, especially Dubai, is like a business hub, okay? Like any other business, it has to advertise and market itself as, a business hub where the world can come and shop and you'll feel secure. Right now, the message is, it's COVID safe, it's COVID free, you can invest, you can start a new business, you can have a new life, you can relax on the beach, you can go out, it's safe. So this is the message that they're promoting, that you can live a normal life. Okay, so now the first question that I've been asked is, Loy, how safe is it in Dubai? Okay, the answer to this is, you're as safe as you want it to be. If a person or individual is careful, he follows protocol, he takes all the precautions, he follows the rules stated by the country or stated by the, whatever, the WHO, whatever. You don't have to worry. But if you suddenly start doing nonsense like what people are doing, going to clubs and going to parties and interacting and acting as if it's normal. See, I told you, I've told you this before, any disease, any virus, your body will handle it as long as its immune system can fend off all the disease and germs. We are constantly breathing in disease and germs. The body can survive. But when it's weak, that's why you'll get sick. Let's say, for example, in your house, if someone gets fever, and if your immune system is strong, let's say your kid or your wife or anyone gets sick and you're looking after them, if your immune system is stronger than theirs, well, it'll handle it. You'll not fall sick. But if you're weak and they get fever, automatically you'll get fever, right? So it's a normal thing. Okay, so how safe is it in UAE? It is as safe as you want it to be. Okay, but keep in mind, UAE's testing is highly questionable. Because I've told you in my previous video, so many of my clients who were in UAE, they didn't get any COVID positive. As soon as they went back to their home country, India, Pakistan, USA, UK, Europe, wherever, they tested positive. So how is that possible? I'm not saying all, but I'm saying quite a substantial number, which is why UAE is on the red list. So that's the first question that was asked. The second one, which I've been asked frequently, is UAE showing double-digit growth once again, and yeah, double-digit growth. Now, do you think it's a time to come to UAE? Okay. The answer to this is what I said before. UAE has a marketing, and they're promoting themselves. Okay, as a advertising hub, just like Apple, when it advertises, it says the greatest iPhone ever, the greatest iMac ever, the greatest MacBook Pro. It is not necessarily that. It is just very slightly better than last year, very slightly. But they'll say, oh, it's so incredible. You should hear their launch events. They make it sound as if this technology is the greatest. Okay, the M1 chip was great. But look at the past 5 years. They say the camera is so amazing, it's so great. But if you check the photographs of last year versus this, nothing. You'll not see any difference. So same way with UAE, when UAE says double-digit growth, just use a little bit of common sense, little common sense. I'll give you a small example. Let's say your occupancy rate in your hotel was at 9%, okay? And now it is at 10%. So if you actually look at it, it's double digit. Before it was single digit, now it's double digit. It was 9 before, now it's 10. So what will they put as the headlines? In the headlines, they would like it to be hyped up. They're not going to say it was 9% before and today it's 10%. They're going to say it's double-digit growth, which is true, but the difference is only 1%. Or for example, you are at 99%, or 99 people were visiting your premises. Now 100 are visiting your premises. They'll say, oh, the increase has been triple digit. So then also look at it this way. Remember, you can play around with numbers by giving vague statements. For example, they say growth has been 5 times more, which is so shocking. 5 times more. Yeah, if your business was 0 and now it's 5, obviously you'll say it's 5 times more, correct? During COVID, business was 0. Now whatever comes on top of that, they'll play around. If it was a 0 and now it is 2, it's, oh, business has increased 200%. Or business has increased, like if suppose it goes 10, business has increased 10-fold. So please be mindful of the claims that they are making. If they say, oh, we conducted a survey and we found 99% of the people were happy, 99%. Yeah, the people who you took the survey, 99%, maybe you took 10 people in your office or 10 of your friends who are very mindful of the fact that if they say anything negative about the UAE, they can lose their job or get jailed. Obviously all will say, oh, fantastic, I'm very happy with my life in UAE, thank you so much. So then they'll publish 99% said they are happy. Come on, man. In that case, if you go to Sonapur, where all the laborers are suffering, they're not got their salary on time and they're just waiting to go back home. You interview 100 people there, all 100 people will say, we are miserable. You think they're ever going to publish, oh, 100% of the people find UAE miserable? You're never going to hear that. So, people who are asking, oh, Loy, this double-digit growth, yeah, double-digit depends on what correlation, get the exact figures, see last year versus this year, and see who's reporting it. UAE's media houses will praise UAE. You expect UAE media houses to say UAE is a dump, UAE is a place where black money comes, illegal stuff happens, abuse of people, people are losing their jobs, it's doomsday. No, man. Next question that I've been asked, which is another FAQ, is, Loy, is it the right time? Is it the right time to start a business? Okay, or is it the right time to get a job? Okay, I'll answer this one. See, is it the right time to start a business? If you're going to ask everyone in the world to start a business, it's best you don't start. Seriously. People who have a business acumen, people who have a business DNA, don't go around asking, hey, listen, man, should I start a business? I find it so ridiculous. Should I start a business? Is it the right time to start a business? People with a business DNA, with a business mindset, never ask anyone. They never ask anyone. They have that, not intuitive sense, they have that common sense to know what to do, how much to do. If you have to go and ask other people, should I start a business or when should I start a business, I'm telling you, don't start. Okay, please don't get into a business. So stupid, man. Then the next question is, when should I apply for a job, or is it the right time to get a job? This is another very common question I get. See, remember this much. Whether it's a good time, whether it's a bad time, whether the economy is booming or whether the economy is in shambles and dumps, you have to feed your family, you have to feed yourself, you have to survive, right? So why the fuck are you bothered whether it's a good time or bad time? You have to search for a job if it's your need. Fuck everything. Forget the market is good or bad. You tighten your belt. grit your teeth and just go, keep hunting. You'll get thousands and hundreds of rejections, and you keep using your common sense and tweak your approach and keep asking and never give up. Man, if it's your daily bread and butter, what you're going around asking when is the right time? If the time was good, you wouldn't be asking me. You'd get jobs easily. You only ask this question when times are bad, right? So whether times are good or times are bad, just forget it. Just leave it. You just go search for a job. That's it. No matter what anyone says. If they say market is good, market is bad, market is up, market is down. Okay. Then the next question that I get is about what? Lawyer. This NFT, this guy, one NFT creator came to UAE and he has made UAE's hub. Okay. And then Israel has opened a new. So, oh Loy, I can see so many things happening. In a country of 10 million people, one person starts a new business. One person comes to the country and sets up an office. How does it help you, man? Let's say, for example, some of this news. Oh, Sheikh Mohammed is planning to go to Uranus. Oh, that didn't sound nice. Uranus, the planet, Uranus. Okay? Or he's planning to set up civilization on Mars. Or he's going to set up a Karak Chai tea shop in a shawarma stand on the moon. How does it help you, man? Seriously, how does it help you? I remember when Expo 2020 was announced, so many fucking idiots of the expat community. Yeah. So many Indians, Pakistanis wearing suit. Yeah. And they were hugging each other. They put ads in the papers and really they spend 100,000 dirhams putting ads in the papers, congratulating the vision of UAE, the leadership of UAE, the this, the that. The newspaper itself was so thick with just paid ads. I was like, why is everyone celebrating? Seriously, even that time I was asking, why is everyone happy? Okay, you got the Expo. In fact, I asked him, what is Expo 2020? And little did they know, after the announcement, the following, within a week, all rents were doubled, all expenses were quadrupled, because the landlords were, oh, Expo 2020 is coming, business is going to grow, no, we have to charge you more. Everybody got fucked. And today, after 5 years or 6 years of announcing that, yeah, and they had parties and nightclubs and day off, and what happened? I remember B.R. Shetty, I will bleed for UAE, my blood, my sweat for UAE. UAE is my country. He got country up his twink. So funny, man. Okay, one last question. Let me answer one question. Okay, Loy, what is your prediction for UAE, or what's going to happen next? Okay. Now, I wish I was God. I wish I had the superpowers where I can see next year, the following year. I wish I had that. Believe it or not, if I had that, I would be investing in specific stocks and shares. See, what predictions I give you is based on the data that I collect, see and analyze. Okay? There are chances where I can be right and there are chances where I can be wrong. Now, I was right about VAT, how it will impact expats. I was right about Expo 2020. I was right about leaving UAE. I was right about the market fluctuation. I was right a couple of things. Where I was wrong about, I assumed that Sheikh Khalifa was dead. I was wrong about no, there I was right. The UAE said they're going to send a man to they're going to send a probe to the moon or whatever. or Mars, or I don't know. I even forgot where they send it. So I said, fucking crazy. And I was right. Actually, I was right, because they didn't send it. They collaborated with the Japanese this thing. And with regards to sending a man on a space station, they paid. If you pay money, 20 million, you can send anybody. Even you can go there. Even a teacher can go there. Even a sweeper can go there. It's just about money. So I was right over there. But yes, right and wrong. So some areas I'm right, some I'm wrong. So when you ask me about predicting UAE, the one prediction always stays. I've told you this. Whether you're there or not there, UAE will continue. UAE will continue forever. Okay? Now, the only question is not whether UAE will be there or not. See, many people say, oh, UAE is destroyed, UAE is finished. See, the money-making days, the glory days of the past where any dumb idiot could make money, those days are over. However, making money, you can still make, provided you're smart. And in our lifetime, we are going to live and die, breathe, whatever. But the country will remain, because it's not just run by one person, it's run by many people. Unless, of course, they do something so drastic, so bad, or there is a war or something, UAE will remain there forever. So my prediction for UAE is UAE will remain there. There will be ups, there will be downs. The rich people will not get impacted much, but it's a middle class that will suffer the most with these changes. And if you're not smart and sharp and you don't evolve, you're going to get fucked. So don't think much about the prediction of UAE. You rather worry about your prediction, whether you will survive, whether you will thrive, or whether you will just live just to pay your bills. So that's all I want you to think about. Having said this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you have any FAQs and questions, feel free to ask. It's me signing off. You guys take care.